If you're tired of your phone being overloaded with music or you just want a dedicated music player that delivers incredible sound quality, then you're going to love this video. Today, I'm diving deep into the best MP3 players you can get right now. If you love honest tech reviews and real-world insights, make sure you smash that subscribe button, because there is a lot more coming your way. Also, every product I talk about today is linked down below in the description. So if you hear about one you like, you can check it out easily. Now then, let's begin. At number 6, we have the SanDisk Clip Sport Plus. This tiny player is designed for active lifestyles and people who just want something simple and effective. It features 16 gigabytes of internal storage, a small 1.44-inch color screen, Bluetooth support, and it is IPX5 water resistant, meaning it can handle sweat and rain without a problem. When I tested it, I clipped it onto my shirt during a run, and it stayed firmly attached the entire time. Even when I got caught in a light rain, it did not miss a beat. The physical buttons are super easy to press while moving, which I appreciated way more than I expected. Sound quality is decent, not mind-blowing. But if you are jogging or at the gym, it is more than enough. It focuses on portability and simplicity, rather than pure audio fidelity. Comparing it to the AGPTEK T06S, I noticed that while the SanDisk is much more portable and durable, it definitely lags behind when it comes to storage and interface options. The pros include water-resistant, lightweight, and Bluetooth support. The cons are limited storage and basic sound. At number 5, we have the FiiO M11S Hi-Res. And this is where things start to get really serious. If you consider yourself even a little bit of an audiophile, you're going to be blown away by what this device offers. It packs a Snapdragon 660 processor, 3 gigabytes of RAM, a stunning 5.5-inch 720p touchscreen, dual DAC chips for elite audio conversion, and it supports practically every audio format under the sun. On top of that, it runs a custom Android system, meaning you can install Spotify, Tidal, and other apps directly. During my testing, the FiiO M11S turned into my go-to music machine. I could literally hear layers of instruments and background vocals in songs I have listened to hundreds of times before. The clarity, the punchiness, the deep bass without overpowering mids, it is all there. The screen is bright, touch response is buttery smooth, and the aluminum body feels premium in the hand. I used it both wired and wireless, and while wired will always sound better, the Bluetooth performance was shockingly good with my high-end headphones. Compared to the SHANLING M3X, the FiiO is definitely heavier and larger, but it offers a noticeable upgrade in processing power and sound refinement. The pros include amazing sound, streaming support, and fast performance. The cons are expensive and heavy. At number 4, we have the SHANLING M3X. If you want premium sound but prefer something a bit easier to carry around than the FiiO, then you should definitely look at this one. The M3X features a Snapdragon 430 processor, dual DAC chips, MQA decoding, a 4.2-inch high-definition screen, and a lighter Android-based operating system designed specifically for music. During my hands-on time with the SHANLING M3X, I was really impressed by how balanced the sound was. It is not as overwhelmingly powerful as the FiiO, but it still offered incredible clarity and detail, especially with lossless FiiO files. What I really loved was how portable it felt. I took it out for a day around the city, slipping it into my jacket pocket with ease. Battery life was a strong point too. After a full day of on and off listening, I still had over 50% left. Compared to the HIFI Walker H2, the SHANLING M3X has a much better user interface and a more modern, vibrant display. The pros include detailed sound, lightweight design, and good battery. The cons are small screen and slower processor. At number 3, we have the AGPTEK T06S. If your budget is tight but you still want a solid, reliable MP3 player, the T06S is a great option. It offers 32 gigabytes of storage right out of the box, a decently sized 2.4-inch screen, Bluetooth capabilities, and a very impressive battery life that can last up to 48 hours of continuous playback. When I tested the AGPTEK T06S, I immediately noticed that the sound quality is actually really respectable for the price point. It does not give you audiophile level details, but it delivers a clean, balanced sound that most people will find more than satisfactory. The Bluetooth range is decent, although it did occasionally stutter when I walked too far from the device. The biggest downside for me was definitely the interface. It feels old school, a bit clunky, and navigating through large libraries of music takes a bit of patience. Still, given the price, it is hard to complain too much. Compared to the SanDisk Clip Sport Plus, the AGPTEK offers double the storage and far longer battery life, but it loses points in overall build quality and user experience. The pros include affordable, long battery, and decent sound. The cons are outdated interface and bulky design. At number 2, we have the HIFI Walker H2. This is the MP3 player you want if sound quality is your absolute top priority and you do not want to spend a fortune. It features 32 gigabytes of storage, a 2.0-inch screen, Bluetooth capabilities, and it supports high-resolution audio formats thanks to a powerful professional DAC chip. When I put the HIFI Walker H2 through its paces, I was honestly floored by how good it sounded. Even when I plugged in some of my more demanding studio headphones, the H2 handled them without breaking a sweat. The build quality is heavy and solid, feeling more like a piece of serious audio gear than a casual MP3 player. However, that does mean it is not the easiest thing to just toss into a pocket without feeling a bit of extra bulk. The screen is simple, and the navigation system is very basic, but it gets the job done without too much fuss. Comparing it to the Sony NWE394, the HIFI Walker easily wins on sound quality, but is significantly heavier and less sleek in your pocket. The pros include great sound, strong build, and headphone power. The cons are chunky and basic screen. At number 1, we have the Sony NWE394. Sometimes simplicity really is the best approach, and that is exactly what Sony delivers here. The NWE394 offers 8 gigabytes of internal storage, a 1.77-inch color display, straightforward physical controls, and up to 35 hours of battery life on a single charge. While testing the Sony NWE394, I immediately appreciated how fast and easy it was to get up and running. No complicated menus, no fiddling with settings, just plug it in, load your music, and go. The sound quality is pleasantly clear and warm, perfect for casual listening. I especially loved using it on flights and in coffee shops, where I just wanted a fuss-free music experience. Navigation using physical buttons felt refreshingly old school in the best way. It reminded me of the days before everything went touchscreen. Compared to the FiiO M11S, the Sony is much lighter, way simpler, and definitely more affordable. But you're giving up the ability to stream music or handle ultra-high-resolution files. The pros include easy to use, long battery, and lightweight. The cons are low storage and limited formats. Thank you so much for watching. If you found this review helpful, be sure to hit that like button and subscribe for more personal and honest tech reviews just like this one. Remember, all the products we talked about today are linked in the description below. Whether you are looking for something powerful, portable, or budget-friendly, there is definitely a perfect MP3 player waiting for you.